crazy how for decades this gang stalking program and electronic harassment, it just it just it just it just keeps going. And it's like so many TIs have been providing proof. They've been, you know, showing they've been finding the literal scientific proof that, you know, frequencies can basically alter a person's state of mind. It can change their emotions. It could basically turn someone who is completely passive into a raging, aggressive person. You know, these frequencies can basically, you know, destroy cells in the body, causing them to become cancerous, destroying the thyroid, destroying the DNA of a person, even affecting the fetus inside of a pregnant woman's, you know, womb, doing so many different things. You know, these frequencies can basically induce Alzheimer's. It can induce other neurological diseases and stuff like that. And you know what? It's one of those things where you realize it's all being covered up because it's all being funded. And it's not being funded by like something that's it's not being funded by entities that's like, you know, of the streets or anything. This type of stuff is coming from up top. Like it's trickling down from somewhere. You know, and it's crazy because it's like, you know, here in New York, you know, they're basically like, oh, you know, gun violence is upticked, and you know, there's a lot more shootings and everything. And I just think to myself, I'm like, man, when are people going to wake up and realize a lot of the stuff that's happening is probably being caused because there are so many of these unknown carrier fake cell towers that are projecting or pulsing frequencies to influence people to do all these things. You know, and the science is there. It's not buried. It's not classified. It's literally you can go into damn near any, you know, scientific publishing website, and then just type in the search engine, um, manipulation of nervous system using um, frequencies, electromagnetic fields, cancer. Just put in those keywords, and you'll find that the studies just pop right up. And then here they are, they're like, stop talking about it. And I'm like, this is bigger than New York City because this is happening all across the world. And yet, it's like, it just seems like those who are in power, they could stop it, but they're benefiting from it. And this is when you begin to learn Lucifer definitely has a grip on like a large portion of humanity. This is definitely spiritual warfare, and you know, like it says in Luke 12, you know, basically, you know, if they kill you, there's not much more that they can do to you. Just know that, paraphrasing is basically saying like, you know, if they kill you, there's not much more they can do to you. But do not fear them, fear God, because God is the one who can basically condemn their souls to hell. Yeah, so it's just like, and it's so many of them. I mean, like it's so many of them. Like I take my architecture of radio app, you know, anywhere, anywhere. And I would just see unknown carrier terror here, and it's dozens of them. I mean, dozens. No matter where you go in the city, probably no matter where you go in this world, if you pull up that app and just do like a quick little 360 turn, It's so many of them. It's so many of them. And then I just keep thinking, like, how is it possible that this has been going on for so long, and and it's never been shut down, not even mentioned at all. And that's when you start to realize, because this war is bigger than just any, is this war is bigger than just any, you know, and this war is basically above man at this point, because it's sorely out, like we're sorely outnumbered. Ti, we're sorely outnumbered. The only way to stop all of this, it would literally have to be an electronic or electromagnetic pulse that shuts everything electronic down. That's literally the only way to stop all this. Either that, a major natural disaster that wipes out a majority of humanity, or the sun basically damn near explodes with so much power that it knocks out the electricity in the entire world. And it's crazy because it's like, with everything going on with my mother, and you know what, it's interesting because, okay, long story short, my mother, she's not, she hasn't, I don't know. Yesterday she was fine, and then earlier today she had a moment where she basically tried to um run out of the nursing place, right? And then one of the things that one of the nurses said was, she said that my sister was telepathically sending messages to her. And when I heard that, I knew exactly what it was. I knew exactly what it was. Because when you know about deepfake technology, and you know how people can record a person's voice, and then they could basically make that voice say any statement that they want, and then you combine that with voice frequency transmissions into the auditory cortex, and then the sound is conducted into the skull, you would literally believe that someone is saying something to you. And then especially if you think it's someone that you love, and let alone your children, it would literally kind of make you feel, it would definitely, change, it would definitely mess with you. And it's already bad enough my mother isn't fully aware of what's really happening. I've been trying to tell her for months. And been trying to see if I can, you know, basically show her how to protect her mind from what's about to happen, because I've seen it coming. Because they realized I kept learning how to counter most of the things that they've been doing. So then they figured, well, if we can't get him, we're gonna go after everyone else around him. And as you've seen, there's an unknown tower, right behind me. So basically, my thyroid, like my thyroid and my chest right now, it feels like someone's taking a hot needle and poking me in my thyroid, and then with my chest, it feels like it feels like someone's blowing hot air into my chest, like the air is like 112 degrees, and they're blowing it into my chest. Man, this is crazy, but you know what? Like I said, I'm gonna just continue to be a master protecting my peace. I can't let them make me out to be the agitator or the aggressor. God said not to worry about it, so I'm gonna go ahead and just keep doing what I've been doing. And you know what? So they will have their day in front of God. They will have their day. And as God said, they will die a second death that would be very far worse than their first. Anyway, y'all already know who it is. Target individual, CJBK. Remember, take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. You know, I'm not even really trying to see if I can block it right now. I'm just like, I done dealt with enough, you know, running around trying to figure out what's going on with my mother. And, you know, I already know the facility got, you know, the gang stalkers in it too. The hospital got the gang stalkers in it. It is what it is. So, alright, y'all. Peace.